'cause I really love to.
Welcome back to another episode of the GC Informer. I am Snowy, otherwise known as Count Fracula. It's been a while since you've seen me and my lovely face on the news, and let's get on with it. So, I'm going to have a couple of stories about Nintendo first of all, and we'll start with the news that Mario Odyssey has sold a shit ton of copies. In Japan alone, it sold 500,000 copies in 3 days, which is frankly astounding, and it has also crossed the 2 million mark worldwide in just 1 week, which is insane. Well done, Mario Odyssey. This comes off the back of other news that the SNES Classic Mini Classic SNES has sold 2 million units as well. Although, I still want to get hold of one of those. It's really fucking difficult. Regardless, well done Nintendo. I'm going to actually give you praise for something. You've done a very good job of selling units of this. And the Switch is predicted to sell... pretty much predicted to outsell the Wii U's entire run in a year. I'm not surprised, because it's much better sort of implemented and much better marketed, and it's just quite a good console, so woohoo! However, my positivity is only so generous, as a little negative story about Nintendo. The LA Noire release on Switch, which is coming very, very soon, won't actually fit on the Switch. If you buy the download version from the Nintendo store, you will have to have a micro SD card in your Switch, otherwise you won't be able to get the game. There's no real need for this. This is just showing the little bad bit of implementation on the part of the Switch's internal storage space, which is 32 gigabytes, which in a console nowadays is not that high. And yes, you can expand it with a micro SD card, but that's still not a huge amount of storage. So yeah, basically, if you want that game, you're gonna have a micro SD card in your Switch if you want the download version, or if you buy the cartridge version, you still have to download 14 gigabytes onto your Switch to cover various, in fact, essential components such as game data, assets, and updates. In other positive news, I know, I'm being very positive today, how weird. Owlboy is coming to console in February next year. For those of you who don't know what Owlboy is, I'm putting up a video on the screen at the moment, which is actually my Let's Play of it, which you can go and watch the full video of on my channel. And it is a gorgeous, 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 lovely, wonderful pixel art, amazing hand-drawn game that took 10 years to make, and it is really, really good. It is one of the best games that I played from, I think it came out this year or last year? I think it was last year. Anyway, it was exclusively available on PC, but now, after at least a year, it's finally gonna be coming to console. I cannot recommend this game highly enough, and if you are a console player, I played it with a controller, so it's definitely suited for you anyway, and it's just, like, the story's really heartwarming, the aesthetic of the game is just wonderful and gorgeous, and you just need to experience this game if you're a console player, so keep an eye out for that game next year. And finally for today, Amazon have opened a thing which they're calling the Retro Zone. This is a part of the Amazon shop dedicated to retro games and things like that, and includes quite a few things, among which are a lot of retro or retro themed games for mobile. This is available through the Amazon Android app, and I think things on Kindle as well. But this just means that if you have a very, very old game, publishers, I'm talking to you for some reason, then you can put it out on there and it'll get a nice little niche boost. Or if you have a game that is retro style, so it takes inspiration from older games, so you're thinking like Hotline Miami, that kind of thing, then that can also fit in there. Also included on the store are various bits of hardware, which are sort of, there's like I think there's a mini SNES on there. There's also retro-themed consoles and controllers, loads of other things that could be considered retro, along with like toys and lots of basically things based on old things, which in terms of gaming is actually quite good. So yes, if you are a retro person and you like retro stuff, then Amazon is now catering specifically for you, because this is a niche market that's getting pretty damn big nowadays. And that's it for this episode of the GC Informer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a like, subscribe, or a share, whatever you fancy. Our social links are down in the description, along with a link to our Discord, where you can join in some lovely public chat. If you want to be a news member, there will also be a link to the Tryout Discord server, which I recommend you clicking if you fancy being part of this team. If you liked me, I can be found on Twitch at twitch.tv/metalnerddude, YouTube at youtube.com/snowymetalnerddude, and I can be found on Twitter at @snowyduffield. Thank you very much for watching the GC Informer. Stay tuned to GameCast for more news, reviews, let's plays, release radars, podcasts, lots of fun things, all of your gaming needs, and I will see you soon for more news.